Hello friend, we have to discuss the testing of transformer part 3. In this testing, we have to discuss the two types of test: vector group test of transformer, DC winding resistance. Then first one is the vector group test of transformer is an essential property for successful parallel operation of transformer. Every electrical power transformer must go through the vector group test of transformer at the factory site for ensuring the customer specified vector group of transformer. The phase sequence or the order in which phase reaches their maximum positive voltage must be identical for two parallel transformer, otherwise during the cycle each pair of phases will be short circuited. Though several secondary connections are available in respect of various primary three-phase connection in a three-phase transformer, so far primary applied three-phase voltage, there may be a different phase secondary voltages with various magnitude and phases for different internal connection of the transformer. We know that primary and secondary coil on any one limb have induced the EMF that are in time phase. Let us consider two transformers of same number of primary turns and primary windings are connected in star. The secondary number of turns per phase in both the transformer are also same, but the first transformer has star connected secondary and other transformer has delta connected secondary. If the same voltage are applied in primary of both the transformer, then secondary induce the EMF in each phase in same time phase with that respect of primary phases. The secondary is star connected, then secondary line voltage is root 3 times the induced voltage per secondary phase coil. But in case of secondary, where secondary is connected in delta, then line voltage is equal to induced voltage per secondary phase coil. If we go through the vector diagram of secondary line voltage of both the transformer, we easily find that there will be a clear 30-degree angular difference between the line voltage of this transformer. If you have to run the transformer in parallel, then there will be a circulating current flows between the transformer, as because there is a phase angle difference between their secondary line voltages. This phase difference cannot be compensated, thus two sets of connecting give secondary voltage with phase displacement cannot be intended for parallel operation of transformer. According to the vector relation, all three-phase transformer are divided into different vector group of transformer. All electrical power transformer of particular vector group can be easily operated in parallel if they fulfill other conditions for parallel operation of transformer. How to see the group and their connections? First one is the zero group, 0 degree. Then there will be connections for YY 0 and delta delta 0 we have to shown in the first row. Then for group of 30 degree, then YD1 and DY1 connections we have to shown here. Then next we have to see for the next group, that is 180 degree. For 180 degree YY6 connection and DD6 connection we have to see. Then for minus 30 degree we have to show the connection for the YD11 and DY11. These are the vector groups of the transformer. Then we have to discuss the procedure for vector group test of transformer. Then this is the diagram for vector group of transformer. Then we have to follow the different steps to conduct the test on the transformer. First, connect the neutral point of star connected winding with the earth. Then join 1U of HV winding and 2W of LV winding together. Then apply the 415 volt 3-phase supply to HV terminal. Then we have to measure the voltage between the terminals 2U and 1N, and between 2V to 1N and 2W to 1N. That means voltage between each LV terminal and HV neutral. Also measure the voltage between the terminal 2V and 1V and 2W and 1W and 2V and 1W. For Y and D11 transformer, we will find the 2U1N greater than 2V1N greater than 2W1N, then 2V1W greater than 2V1V or 2W1W. The vector group test of transformer for other group can also be determined similarly. Then we have to discuss the second test, that is DC winding resistance test on the transformer. This test is performed during the transformer commissioning after the occurrence of internal fault and during the period of maintenance as recommended by the manufacturer. The winding resistance are performed to assess the integrity of transformer winding and tap changes and internal connection. There will be three primary methods of conducting winding resistance test. First one is the voltmeter ammeter method, second one is the bridge method, and third one is the micro ohm meter method. The first method, that is voltmeter ammeter method, is the most common method, and it is typically consists of DC source across each separate phase for Y connected winding or between each pair of phases for delta connected winding. With all other terminals open, the measured current and voltages are used to calculate the winding resistance. We know that the formula of resistance is equal to voltage divided by current, which is then compared amongst the three windings and with the original data measured at the factory. The agreement within the 5% is considered for satisfactory result. There are number of considerations that must be taken into account when performing the DC winding resistance testing, such as configuration, current, voltage test level, temperature compensation, and safety. These are the different points we have to taken into the consideration. Then we have to find the winding resistance. We know the formula V of T is equal to RW into I of T plus LW into di upon dt. V is the voltage measured by the voltmeter, I is the current measured by the ammeter, and RW is the winding resistance, LW is the winding inductance considering leakage and magnetizing. This equation we have to find the RW properly. Then we have to discuss related to the insulation resistance test of the transformer. The voltage, it will be directly affecting on the voltage, it is directly affecting on the insulation resistance. Whenever the voltage will be goes on increasing, it is affecting on the insulation of the winding. Then with the help of measure we can measure the insulation resistance between the winding and body of the transformer. When we have to measure the insulation resistance between the two windings, Then we have to connect the two terminals of the Megger to the two windings, and we have to rotate the handle of the Megger, and we have to measure the insulation resistance. If the two windings are short circuited, then the Megger, it will be shows the reading of 0. Then we understand there will be a short circuit between the two winding will be occurs. Similarly, we have to measure the insulation resistance between the two windings, that is R and Y and B and R phases. Then we have to measure the insulation resistance between the one phase and body of the transformer, that is R phase and body of the transformer. We have to connect the one terminal to the one phase and other terminal of the Megger to the body. We have to rotate the handle of the Megger, and we have to measure the insulation resistance. If the Megger shows the 0 reading, means it will be indicate that phase will be in touch with the body of the transformer, and we have to identify that. Similarly, we have to measure the insulation resistance between the Y phase and body. Then we have to measure the insulation resistance between the B phase and body of the transformer. Then student, we have to discuss related to the different types of test which will be carried out on the transformer, that is a routine test of the transformer. This will be conducting on the transformer to confirming the operational performance of the individual unit in a production lot, and the routine tests are carried out on every unit manufactured. Then second one is the special test of transformer. These are done as per the customer requirement to obtain the information useful to the user during the operation and maintenance of the transformer. Then there will be a something pre-commissioning test of the transformers are present. In addition to this, the transformer also goes through the some other test performed on it before actually commissioning of the transformer at the site will be carried out. The transformer testing performed before commissioning at the site is called as pre-commissioning test of the transformer. These tests are done to assess the condition of transformer after installation and comparing the results of all the low voltages test with the factory test reports. The type test of transformer includes the winding resistance test of transformer, transformer ratio test, then transformer vector group test, measurement of impedance voltage, short circuit impedance, load loss, that is short circuit test, measurement of no load losses and current, measurement of insulation resistance, dielectric test of transformer, temperature rise test of transformer, test on no load tap changer, vacuum test on tank and radiator. Some routine test will be carried out on the transformer, that is winding resistance test of transformer, transformer ratio test, transformer vector group test, measurement of impedance, measurement of no load losses, measurement of insulation resistance, oil pressure test on the transformer to check against the leakage, past joint and gaskets. We have to conduct some special test on the transformer, which includes the dielectric test, measurement of zero sequence impedance of the three-phase transformer, short circuit test, measurement of acoustic noise level, measurement of the harmonic of no load current, measurement of the power taken by the fans and oil pumps, test on the brought out components and accessories such as Buckhorse relay, temperature indicator, pressure relief devices, oil pressure system. There will be different methods of temperature measurement and as well as transformer winding resistance measurement. There will be a current voltage method of measurement of winding resistance, bridge method of measurement of winding resistance, Kelvin bridge method of measuring the winding resistance, then measuring winding resistance by automatic winding resistance measurement kit. Then transformer ratio test. The performance of transformer largely depends upon the perfection of the specific turns or voltage ratio of transformer. So transformer ratio test is especially type test of transformer. This test also performed as routine test of transformer. So for ensuring proper performance of electrical power transformer, voltage and turns ratio of the transformer, this is one of the very important tests will be carried out on the transformer. The procedure of transformer ratio test is simple. We just apply 3-phase 415 volt supply to the HV winding with keeping LV winding open. We measure the induced voltage at HV and LV terminals of the transformer to find out the actual voltage ratio of the transformer. We repeat the test for all tap positions separately and we have to find the number of turns. Then we have to discuss related to the magnetizing current test of transformer. This test is performed to locate the defects in the magnetic core structure, shifting of winding, failure in between turns, insulation or problem in tap changers. These conditions change the effective reluctance of the magnetic circuit, thus affecting the current required to establish the flux in the core. Keep the tap changer in the lowest position and open all HV and LV terminal. Then we have to apply the 3-phase 415 volt supply to the line terminal for 3-phase transformer, and single phase transformer we have to apply 230 volt supply. Measure the supply voltage and current in each phase. Then now repeat the magnetizing current test of transformer. The test with keeping tap changer in normal position and repeat the test while keeping the tap at highest position. We have to discuss related to the dielectric test of transformer. Then dielectric test of transformer is one kind of insulation test. This test is performed to ensure the expected overall insulation strength of the transformer. These are several tests performed to ensure the required quality of transformer insulation. Dielectric test is one of them. Dielectric test of transformer is performed in two different steps. First one is separate source of voltage withstand test of transformer, where single phase power frequency voltage of prescribed level is applied on the transformer winding under test for 60 seconds while other winding and tank are connected to the earth, and it is observed that whether any failure of insulation occurs or not during the test. Then second method is induced voltage test of transformer, where 3-phase voltage twice of its rated secondary voltage is applied to the secondary of winding for 60 seconds by keeping the primary of the transformer open circulated. The frequency of the applied voltage should be double of power frequency 2. Here also, if no failure of insulation, then test is successful. And induced voltage test of transformer. In the induced voltage test of transformer is extended to check the interturns and line end insulation as well as main insulation to the earth and between windings. Here we have to follow the different steps. First one is keep the primary winding of transformer open circuited. Apply 3-phase voltage to the secondary winding. The applied voltage should be twice of rated voltage of secondary in magnitude and frequency. The duration of the test shall be 60 seconds. The test will be shall starts with voltage lower than 1/3 of the full test voltage, and it shall be quickly increased up to the desired level. The test is successful if no breakdown occurs at the test voltage during the test. These are the different tests will be carried out on the transformer. Thank you friends.